Hey guys, so it's a little bit random rant today, but I wanted to tell you a story about something someone said to me once and how it kind of took me back a little bit. I'm going to talk about metabolism, why starving yourself doesn't work, and hormones and things like that. So I'll just jump right in. So a few months ago, I took some youth to a rally, and we had our regular lunch break. It was like a long day thing. And the food that they served was not something I would typically make at my house. It was some chicken nuggets that weren't real chicken. It was like spongy chicken. It was, cut up, put back together, put into a sponge. It was boxed mashed potatoes, just a white dinner roll, and a cookie. The most edible thing there was the cookie. So it's kind of like, oh, I'm really glad I brought some snacks for this. And I was sitting at the table, not intentionally having a discussion about food, but it just happens sometimes. Sitting at the table with the other people I was sitting with, and the girl I was sitting with, I was talking about how much I love to eat. And how this was disappointing to me because I really wanted to eat more. And all I had were my snacks. And so she said, you really like to eat, so you should be fat, right? And when people say something like that to you, you don't really have a response. Because I got to think about that response first. So I wanted to give you a little rant on metabolism, when you can eat more, and some of that science behind some of that. Okay? So, but first, I want to just mention that no one diet works for everyone because of some of these factors that I'm going to describe to you. So, but I can tell you that there's a theme, a bottom line theme to most good quality diets. And I don't mean to reference diet in that bad type of way, diet, it's just what you eat. Okay. That's how else do I say that? What you intake? I don't know. So there's a bottom underlying theme to most good quality diets. And that is a good amount of fruits and vegetables. Okay. I mean, almost always, except for some really rare types of diets, but, and the theme to them, but for most purposes. And then the theme to most poor quality diets is not having enough fruits and vegetables, right? So I just want to get that, that elephant out of the room, because people get really confused about things, and it's just really increase this, and some of these other things might fall into place, but I'll go into it a little bit more too. All the rest are nuances, this is similar, this is similar, this is similar, and then these couple differences basically. Especially exceptions for food sensitivities and inflammation, things that are inflammatory to certain people. Okay, so here's the thing. When you have more muscle mass, you have better metabolism, so you get to eat more, okay? So muscle requires more calories, but at the same time, it atrophies or starts going away in a short amount of time that you don't use it, as short as 96 hours, I think. So, so that's why, if you have been working to build muscle and then you quit for a week, that's why going back after a week kind of feels like starting over. But other things that affect, so that's going to increase your metabolism, but other things that affect your metabolism are different hormones, okay? So let's talk about some hormones. Insulin, for one, is a hormone. We're used to hearing insulin in diabetes, but we all use insulin. It's how our body processes sugar. So as you might know, I'm doing a 3-day sugar reset this week, and one thing a few people keep saying is, I'm sleeping better. And I thought that was interesting, but sugar can do a big number on different hormones. And it can do a big thing to gut bacteria, and we know that gut bacteria now affects hormones as well. So anyway, let me give you this process. So I eat food, okay? I eat carbohydrates. Sugar is a carbohydrate. And then my body secretes insulin to take that out. The sugar is in your blood. Your body secretes insulin. It's like a lifeboat to take that, that nutrient and bring it back to your cells for use, okay? But anyway, that's insulin's purpose, but when we overdo it and overtax it, we kind of mess up that hormone balance basically. So that's why we're going for a happy medium with carbs. We're not anti-carb necessarily by any means, but maybe not pro added sugar, because when we are taking in a lot of added sugar, we're really throwing off some of our hormones, okay? Other hormones, and the ones that signal hunger include ghrelin. If you're live, say hi. Hormones like ghrelin signal hunger, leptin suppresses your appetite. But my point is, when your hormones change, your mood can drop, your energy can drop, and then that's going to make you, if you are currently exercising, that's going to make you not feel like doing anything, right? And it's this vicious circle, because you don't feel good because of like the things that you might be eating or whatever is impacting your hormones. And then you don't feel like doing anything, so then you start to feel bad about yourself, you start eating, right? Like, I'm an emotional eater, women are emotional eaters. So you have this weight gain, and then when that happens, you might say, well, I'm gonna eat less, okay? So then here's what happens. The problem with that, sort of, is that when you start to, like, really dial back, sometimes your body says, oh my gosh, what's happening? Like, you just cut all my food sources that I was using. So now I'm going to, you can really throw your hormones off. Sometimes you can like make that, you can make your hunger signals, ghrelin, really go up. It's like a fuel tank, right? Your signal really says, oh, I want to eat more and more. So you can either feel ravenous sometimes when you cut things too fast. And then the other thing that can happen is hormones, well, your body's going to want to harbor weight or like keep it on because it's like, I don't know when you're going to feed me again. This is the problem with people that eat once a day. This drives me crazy when I talk to people and they're like, oh, I want to lose weight, so I'm going to eat once a day. Okay, well, if you're not like continually filling your gas tank, like a reasonable amount in so many hours, your body's just going to hold on to stuff because it's going to say, I don't know when this person's going to feed me again or fill my tank again. So that's kind of like what the problem is. And so how do you overcome this? Well, one thing is, I don't let myself get hungry. I don't get very far away from food because I don't want to be a ravenous, hangry beast, right? And so you have to have some ideas for, like, when am I going to eat next? What am I going to eat? Because you don't want to get into this trap of your body, like, holding, your hormones getting all messed up, your hunger signals going crazy, and messing up all that hormone situation, okay? What else do I want to tell you guys? Yeah, so I'm not anti-fat or anti-carb. I'm actually really pro-good carb, pro-good fat, just very anti-added sugar because that can seem to throw off some of those hormones, okay? What else? How do you get out of this cycle? Sometimes you just need a straight up reset. So like right now, I just started a reset. Basically, it's like 3 phases. The first week you balance your pH. And that has to do, that's kind of like a separate tangent, but disease seems to live in acidic pH and not disease seems to live in an alkaline pH. So you try to balance it. Most people are kind of living in acidity. You do that, you have like kind of a gentle, so anyway, I'm eating really, really clean right now. In fact, I'm going to like post my lunch underneath this because, I don't know, it just cracked me up when that person said, well, it took me back, but it cracked me up when that person said, oh, you like to eat, so you should be fat. Well, actually, I'm really intentional about eating like a lot of delicious things that make me full and satisfied, keep my hormones regulated, and all those things. So I will also mention that like a year ago, I absolutely hated exercise, wasn't going to be doing that. That's no way, no how. Due to the fact that like some of these hormone things were happening to me. I was postpartum. I had like mood swings, my energy, and all that was down. Someone like held my hand and said, here, maybe you could start here. And so that has been that has been a big learning experience, up and down. I've seen all these things happen in my own body this year. And what I can tell you is that you have to be patient, okay? Because you are going to have some of those ups and downs as you're learning and listening to your body, to feed it the right things. So it's all about like really awareness and, being really intentional about what you're eating, making sure you're fueling yourself properly, and then, don't get hungry. Nobody likes a hungry person, right? No one wants to be hungry. So anyway, it was just a rant, basically. Don't starve yourself. Let's get our hormones under control. If you missed the beginning of this, please go back and watch it because there are some good nuggets about how muscle increases your metabolism. And then I just talk about the different types of hormones and how when those get all messed up, they totally throw off your mood and your energy. And it's like this vicious cycle of like poor energy, don't want to do anything, want to eat more, gain weight, and then feel bad about yourself and starts all over. So, hey Alex, long time no see. Love seeing you here. All right. So, as you know, I am still doing a 3-day sugar reset. So, if you are not part of that, you can grab it at foodfixeseverything.com. There's a guide that you can download. There's just a couple more days in the group. I'm going over there to answer people's questions on different sugar topics now. So, drop any questions you have below, or if you have an idea for a next video, let me know. But I just wanted to get this out there into the world because I know in the new year people are really thinking about, diets and like you know, starting over and resetting and all those things. So anyway, just want to get this out there, give you that rant, and I hope you have an awesome day. Talk to you later. Bye.